How y'all doing? It's been a while. I thought I'd give a short date. I've been battling stuff in the springtime, and I don't even know what it is. Took antibiotics for 10 days, though, for alleged sinus infection. I'm not sure that was it. Maybe I have the Wuhan virus. And that's what I'm here to talk to you a little bit about today. Not me, honestly, having the Wuhan virus, but a couple of questions that seem to crop up every time something like this goes down. And I don't know. I'm going to attempt to sing a couple songs just because of what I do. I try to, do that anyway. And I don't know. I'm feeling up to par, so I'm out of the pull here. I always pick the songs to try to make a point. So I'll get right after that. Oh, life is bigger. It's bigger than you. You are not me. The links that I will go to, distance in your eyes. Oh no, I've said too much. Set it up. That's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. Losing my religion. Trying to keep up with you. And I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I've said too much. I haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. Every whisper, every waking hour, I'm choosing my confession. Trying to keep an eye on you, like a hurt, lost, blind fool. No, I've said too much. Haven't set it up. Consider this end of the century. Consider this a slip. Brought me to my knees, I failed. What if all these fantasies come flaming around? Now I've said too much. I thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. That was just a dream. That was just a dream. And that's me in the corner. That's me in the spotlight. I'm losing my religion. Trying to keep up with you. When I don't know if I can do it. Oh no, I said too much. Haven't said enough. Thought that I heard you laughing. Thought that I heard you sing. I think I thought I saw you try. That was just a dream. Try, cried, why, try. God is not going to save you from COVID-19, the Wuhan China virus. Is God able to save humanity from COVID-19? Beyond a shadow of a doubt. Will people say, "Behold, the Almighty God who sits in heaven and mocks the suffering of humans, and will not exercise his power to save"? They will. Is it true? Far from the truth. This world belongs to the father of lies at this very moment. Now, Jesus purchased every single human being on this earth with the sacrifice of his life, the pouring out of his blood, the relinquishing of his very omnipotence for you. But he did not purchase this earth. This earth was sold. This earth was sold to a serpent some 6,000 years ago. God will not save you from the Wuhan virus. I remember when a little movie called The Passion of the Christ came out. And, oh, if I remember, it was that crazy guy from whatever. It was anyway, they made the movie. Hollywood made the movie. I personally have never seen that movie, never watched. And they said what a good thing it was because people gave their hearts to Jesus after seeing him tortured brutally on screen. The flesh whipped from, all these things that you can go to the Gospels, you can read about it. Your imagination will be plenty. I have my own opinions on that, so I'm going to keep that to myself. That's not why I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch the movie because I knew what was going to happen. Many human beings said they gave their heart to Jesus. Many human beings were shocked, as they are now. Many human beings will come to me now and say, Ogre, how do I put up tomatoes like you do? How do I make that salsa you and your wife makes that feeds you, that with just that salsa, you can add a little bean and rice to it and you eat like a king indefinitely for nothing? I can't teach you this. God cannot save you in your ignorance. I could be speaking to the choir, but someone will hear this that needs to hear this. You're scrambling around for toilet paper. I was thinking about bringing some out and stacking it behind me because Mrs. Ogre always has 6 months, I'd say. I don't know. If we knew it was gone and we had to ration it, 6 months of toilet paper. We always have 6 months of food where we eat as we're used to, damn near. Don't get me wrong, in the first couple of weeks, things that we are used to that we get at the store on a couple week basis would be gone, but you don't miss those things when it's life or death. These things come to us through practice, through patience. There is nothing God can do to save you if you will not accept salvation. That goes with the salvation of your soul and the salvation of your belly. Are you going to get COVID-19? You probably are. Are you going to die from it? I don't know. Are you 70? If you're 70 or older, you get 10 out of 100 of y'all are going to die. If you're 80, 15 out of 100 of y'all are going to die. It looks like it's going to be a yearly thing now. That's very, very probable, very possible. We'll see. Maybe it'll go to the wayside like some of these other things have. But maybe, just maybe, China has unleashed a bioweapon on the world to get the numbers down, just like Bill Gates would like to. Maybe this is Agenda 21 in action, a small part of it. These things aren't new. So now they're going to shut everything down. They say 150 million Americans will get the COVID-19. I mean, you do the math. If it's just 1%, am I wrong, or is that 150,000? And that's 1%. A lot of those people will be old. Look, this isn't a scare tactic. It's a laugh tactic. I am drinking wine. I've been feeling weird. As far as I know, I got COVID-19. I don't know. I feel pretty safe and secure because I'm under 50. I'm, 44, 45, whatever I am. I'm something around that area. I think I'm 45. God will not save you. I want you to understand that every lie has a wee bit of truth in it. In the myth of Odin mounts his 8-legged steed around the new year, late December and early January, and he sweeps across the skies, looking down on humanity to seek out the weak and the worthless and to blast their souls. There's a little bit of truth in that. God, the Father in heaven, he sits on high and he looks down at us. If you think he doesn't want you to do well, you are wrong. If you think that he wants you to sit and do whatever it may be, and not prepare yourself to act as an ant and not as a grasshopper. God in heaven, curse me for all the hours I've spent as a grasshopper. I'm saying this in front of an audience of whoever would care to watch. Because my Father in heaven knows what I do. I cannot hide from him. And there are hours I'll never get back that have been wasted in leisure, that could have been well spent in stocking up for the future. God will not save you from COVID-19, the Wuhan China virus. It's not going to happen. You, with God's help, could save yourself, human. That's the nobility of God. That if you're willing, if you put forth a monochrome of effort, God will open the gates of heaven and pour out the power of the saints. You can't even fathom it. But because we can't fathom it, myself included, we don't opt into this thing. I'm not saying name it and claim it. No way. No prosperity preacher here. A realistic preacher. An ogre of a preacher. An honest to God, foul-mouthed, wine-drinking preacher comes before you today, not to be judged as an imperfect messenger, but to give you the perfect message of God that says, prepare and watch. Keep oil in your lamp. Because when the oil's gone and the bridegroom comes, he does not take you. You were not ready. You were taken by the flood. You are taken by the brightness of his coming. There's no way I could impart the paranoia, the knowledge, the wisdom. All of these things I say in small parts coming from me. There's no way I could put these things into you, what I know, what I am. But you asking for wisdom from the one that could give it, the only one that can give it, you can find the answer to all your own questions. Things have been a little tight, Patrice Ripley. I just had a guy buy a guitar from me and turn around and send it right back. But after this, look for something. I did see your email this morning. I've actively not been looking at my email for like 9 or 10 days. So I'm not going to apologize. I'm just going to tell you go look. My wife may choke me, but the day that I can't afford a couple sawbucks to help someone out that very rarely asks for it is the day that I should just climb down into my own hole and start to pull the earth around my own plot. So yeah, you get to see it all. See the stone set in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. And I wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of fate, on a bed of nails she makes me wait. And I wait without you. With or without you, with or without you. Through the storm we reach the shore. Give it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you. With or without you. With or without you, I can deal. With or without you. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. My hands are tied, body's bruised, got me whipped. Nothing to win now, nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. And you give yourself away. With or without you. With or without you. I can't live. With or without you. With or without you, with or without you, I can deal. With or without you, with or without you. Tell me many times in your life that you should cry out to God. But please, I'm begging you as one of his servants, whether you like it or not, don't do it in vain. When you cry out, he hears you. He does not always act. But a good and faithful servant, those are the ones that the Father loves. The ones that cry out to him in their comfort, not only in their need. The ones that are there saying, Lord, I love you and thank you for this breakfast. Be good to your friends and family before you know it.